Hey everybody, I'm Victoria Baylor from Distinctly You Image and Color Consulting, where we help women elevate their image through confidence and distinct style. So it is nice to see you guys again today. Today I think I left this off from the last. These are color flags where I kind of help when I'm doing a color consultation for a client. I use them to help pinpoint color. Anyhow, I kind of want to have a fireside chat. This is off the cusp, just something that's been on my mind that's kind of bugging me like crazy. Now, I'm not your run of the mill image consultant. I'll be the first one to admit that. Actually, I probably should say I'm not your run of the mill stylist. So I'm not really that concerned about things like fashion and things of that nature when it comes to my client. Actually, I'm more concerned about their style. Fashion is just based on what's out there, what's the trends, what's happening at the moment. Style is based on how you project yourself and how you feel about yourself and how that comes forth through your outward appearance. So I'm more concerned about that. To me, fashion is something that's a la carte. So once you know what your style is, you can look at fashion like a buffet. You can see whatever trends out there. You can pick it, not pick it if it suits you. But if you never know who you are or come to understand how you want to display yourself to the world, then fashion is just something, if you chase after that, you're going to be frustrated and all over the place. Anyhow, my point is this, getting back to my main point is, okay, so I'm not your run-of-the-mill kind of stylist. I am an image consultant. I'm more concerned about what's going on in here and here because that's actually what projects all of this. With that being said, I have the biggest pet peeve on the planet. It drives me nuts. And I hope no one ever says it out loud because I don't want to have one of those kind of knee-jerk reactions. I despise when people use the word flawless and themselves in a sentence. Or I despise when people say that they have flaws. So first of all, what comes to mind is, okay, and this might be the scientific kind of part of my brain or whatever. So if none of us are like completely symmetrical, like with every part of our body self, I'm sure one of my eyes is bigger than the other, then why would it be necessary to point out that we have flaws? I don't understand that. I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, but how could there be? Everybody's so distinct and so different. So I think when you spend all your time focusing on trying to be flawless or trying to be perfect, it's like trying to achieve some level that's kind of pointless to achieve. You know what I mean? Because we're all going to be perfectly ourselves. So why are we trying to look like we aren't ourselves? So there's nothing wrong. And again, I'm not contradicting myself because, with that being said, then someone might ask, well, why take the time to get dressed nice? Why try to look good? Why all these things? Well, I believe in definitely enhancing and beautifying our outer shell. I mean, you have one body. Why not project it in the best light? And more importantly, all the beauty that's inside of you, why not let that be, extended outward and express outward? And unfortunately, in the world we live in, believe it or not, people judge us. I mean, I think the statistic is you have about 7 seconds to make an impression visually. So if someone looks at you within like 7 seconds, they've already kind of come up with an assumption of who you are, maybe where you live, all that. That's not important, but to a degree it is, because a lot of us, especially if we're trying to achieve success in our work and our personally, things of that nature, it is important how we're actually perceived, because that can either be the difference between how we're treated or not treated per se. But again, to those two words, I just always encourage my clients, it's never about not having flaws, and it's never about trying to hide flaws. If anything, I think there are things that we're self-conscious about. Now, it's okay to be self-conscious about whatever you choose to be. It's your body, and no one has the right to tell you not to. But to say that you're flawed because you have slightly larger thighs, or to say that you're flawed, for instance, my skin complexion is by far the least like complete. I mean, I have the natural darkness sometimes around my mouth. If you catch me on the wrong side, time of day, I might have puffy eyes. But does that make me flawed as a person? It doesn't. It just makes me me. This is all of me. Now I can choose to cover it if I want to, but to cover it for the sake of saying I want to appear flawless, it's taking it to a level and a degree in which I think it kills our self-esteem and just the who we are kind of inside, if that makes any sense. Because no one out there is flawless. Not even some of the models they put on, the runway or other people. Nobody's flawless. Just people try to work out and obsess about it. And I think that's my main point. Image and style is about personal love, self-love, and reflecting all that is in you, like the good of you, externally. It's a form of expression, but it's not something that needs to be obsessed about. The greatest things about you, believe it or not, it's not going to be what you wear. It's what you're doing while you're wearing the clothes that you wear. Believe it or not. So the clothes are the ticket in. The clothes are important because what we wear does reflect us, and it can be the difference between looking like you're inviting for someone to come in, or wearing something that's definitely sending out the vibe of stay away from me, I'm being standoffish. So clothing's very, very important, but it's not the end all be all. So here at Distinctly You, we are focused on your style, who you are. This is not about making you look like somebody else. That would be boring. My God, I don't want to make anybody look like me. That is so boring. I am me. I have my style. And my goal is to help every woman discover who she is internally. And if she has no idea who she is, we work and side by side through coaching to help her understand who she is and what it is she wants to project and how she wants to be perceived. And from that information, that working together, we come up with a formula we use to help her create that for herself so that she can have the utmost confidence in who she is and all that she represents and presents in herself, and align herself with adding to the success in her life. So that's what it's all about. So please don't get stuck on this whole flawless thing. If you want to work out because you love to work out, but please don't work out because you're trying to get rid of that last piece of cellulite somewhere. None of us are perfect ever. So I think it's the wrong thing to focus on. If you're going to focus on anything, focus on being a good person, focus on understanding your gifts, focus on knowing why God put you on this planet and what greatness is in you that's him that can be projected out to others, and focus on loving someone and doing better things with your time. But as every morning, as you get dressed in the morning, and again, with Distinctly You, we like to help in that arena. If you get dressed and if you're having difficulty doing that, we help. But every day as you're putting on your clothes, you're wearing something that represents who you are, that beautifies you from head to toe, so you can go out and do what's most important in your life, both personally and professionally. So that being said, don't use the word flawless if you can avoid it. Remember, not even diamonds are flawless. I don't even care what they say. It's based on magnification. I was just reading about that. They only base their flawless label based upon a certain level of magnification. I guarantee you, if they increase the magnification, they're going to find a crack in that stone somewhere. Nothing is completely flawless. So hence, why even talk about it? We are perfectly ourselves. So be perfectly you. If you need help defining what that is and who that is, or if you've gone through any life changes, such as, marriage, you lost weight, gained weight, just anything like that, feel free to give us a call. We offer everything from body consultations, color consultations, learn how to use color and have fun with it, to enhancing your style, everything from branding, etiquette, what am I forgetting? Anyway, visit our website, www.distinctly-u.com. Nice talking to you. Thanks for giving me the time, and I will check in with you guys later. Take care. Bye.